you click through this video, chances are good you've been burned by a business consultant in the past. And if you haven't, you're worried about getting burned in the future. No worries. So that happened. Or that happened too. Okay. So yeah, I get it. And finding the right fit for a business consultant can be very challenging, and you're bringing somebody in with the hope that they're going to be able to help you grow your business. We're going to cover some of those traits that you need to be on the lookout for to make sure that you are getting what you paid for. So with that, my name is Ryan Howell. I'm an executive business coach. I work with small and medium-sized businesses to grow their companies faster than they ever thought possible. You can check out more information in the description below. Number one differentiator is, are they spending time asking questions about you and your business, learning more about you as a person, about as a human, your troubles, the struggles, things that are going on, or are they busy selling you on their services and their product and the way it can make things that much better for you? The best business coaches go through a process of vetting their potential clients. They don't want to work with everyone. Prime example for me, I'm usually with clients between an hour and a half to 2 hours during the initial conversation just to see where they're at. I need to know, what troubles they're having, what they're getting right, how, size of their team, where their struggles are at, how long the team has been together. There's a vast number of questions that I go through specifically designed to figure out if that potential client is somebody that is going to be a good fit for me. Now, I turn down more clients than I accept on purpose, specifically to make sure that I don't ever have a bad fit to where I'm not providing value. A good business coach is more concerned about providing value than selling you a service. If you're talking with that business coach and they're selling you hard on, I've got this process, I've got this, these are the things that can happen, I guarantee it's going to make it work, without asking a single thing or very little about you and the troubles you're having, that should be a huge red flag that, this may not be the right fit. So that leads into number two, which is certainty versus, well, it depends. The best business coaches, when they are working with their clients, are like scientists testing hypotheses. They're, okay, I've got this idea that this may work. So let's give this a try in this little control and see what happens. And then we'll get some feedback and then we'll make adjustments. It's a constant state of evaluating the environment, making a hypothesis, trying something out to see if it's going to work, and then getting feedback and then making adjustments so that we can coach our teams, our teams better. Versus this works every time, do it. It will absolutely be something that is going to make your life that much better every time. It's not the case. I have yet to find any of the tools or the aspects that I put in front of businesses that have ever been actually a 100% stock right out of the box. You don't need to make a single adjustment to this in order to make it work. It just doesn't happen. So be wary of that. You want to make sure that the coach that you're working with and that you also understand a big part of what makes it for a successful coach and client relationship is there's a lot of experimentation going on. All with the understanding we're trying to get you to a place to where you can start having success. Now, before we move on to number three, I want to take a moment and talk about price. A lot of you have been burned in the past, and you don't want to get burned in the future by just throwing your money at somebody and hoping it works out. That's why number 1 and 2 are so very important. When you hire the right business coach and they're the right fit for you, it's going to be the best investment you've ever made in your company. What will end up happening with your team, yourself, your customers, every single stakeholder, you're going to be blown away at the difference that it makes. And all that being said, if you don't get the right person, you're going to end up thinking that the price was too much. Now, a coach is a bad fit. They're going to hand you pieces of paper and just, these cool little chart things that are going to be like, okay, do this and you'll be fine. And that's a bad fit. That's not a coach you're looking for. A good coach is going to have very similar pieces of paper, right? But the difference is they're going to hand them to you, talk you through, teach you how to use them. There'll be the follow-up as well, say, hey, how'd that go, right? A great coach, and I think that's why you're all here, is to learn what it is that makes a great coach, is somebody who's going to challenge you every step along the journey. They're going to look at you and be like, okay, why did you say that? Why did your team decide that is something that they wanted to do? So they can better understand, the thought process for everybody to help you elevate your overall abilities and skill sets so you can be even more successful. And that's what a great coach does for you. And the way you find those great coaches is by following steps 1 and 2 that we talked about. One's going to be during that interview. Are they asking you more questions to better understand what's going on inside your head, right? Versus just trying to sell you on a product. Number 2, are they inquisitive and humble enough to say, like, you know what, I want to make sure I'm not 100% that what I'm going to offer here is going to work. So let's do a test and give it a try. And then we'll come back and make adjustments to it, right? Just like you do with any sort of coaching in life. Hiring the right business coach is more about fit than anything else. If you use the 3 things that we talked about today, you're going to have a much better chance of avoiding those things than you did in the past. So with that, thank you very much. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next video.